In the 3rd month after the Israelites left Egypt, they arrived at the Desert of Sinai. They camped in front of the mountain, and Moses went up to God. The Lord called to him from the mountain and said, "This is what you are to say to the descendants of Jacob, and what you are to tell the people of Israel. You yourselves have seen what I did to Egypt, and how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself." This passage reminds us of God's deliverance and his desire for a relationship with his people. It is a call to remember the past and recognize God's hand in our lives. God continues, "Now if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all nations you will be my treasured possession. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." This covenant is a promise of identity and purpose. God calls his people to holiness, setting them apart for a divine mission. In our lives, we are reminded to live with purpose, embracing our identity as God's chosen people. Moses went back and summoned the elders of the people and set before them all the words the Lord had commanded him to speak. The people all responded together, "We will do everything the Lord has said." This collective commitment to God's covenant is a powerful testament to unity and faith. It encourages us to stand together in our faith communities, supporting one another in our spiritual journeys. The Lord said to Moses, "I am going to come to you in a dense cloud, so that the people will hear me speaking with you and will always put their trust in you." God's presence in the cloud signifies his holiness and the reverence due to him. It teaches us to approach God with awe and respect, acknowledging his majesty in our lives. On the morning of the 3rd day, there was thunder and lightning, with a thick cloud over the mountain, and a very loud trumpet blast. Everyone in the camp trembled. This dramatic scene illustrates the power and majesty of God. It serves as a reminder of his greatness and the importance of reverence in our relationship with him. We are called to live in awe of God's power, trusting in his guidance and protection. Moses led the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. Mount Sinai was covered with smoke, because the Lord descended on it in fire. The smoke billowed up like smoke from a furnace, and the whole mountain trembled violently. This powerful imagery of God's presence calls us to recognize his holiness and the transformative power of his presence in our lives. The Lord descended to the top of Mount Sinai and called Moses to the top of the mountain, so Moses went up. This ascent signifies a deeper communion with God, a call to rise above the ordinary and seek a closer relationship with the divine. We are encouraged to seek God earnestly, striving for a deeper understanding and connection with him.